Have you ever noticed that the strongest people in the room aren't the loudest? They're often the ones quietly paying attention. The ones who make people feel calm without even really trying. The ones who don't feel the need to dominate every conversation to leave an impression. And I think a lot of quiet people spend years overlooking their strengths. Because the world celebrates what's visible. Being outgoing, fast-talking, always on. But there's another kind of strength that doesn't announce itself. And honestly, I think people are craving this more than ever. Hi friends, I'm Mary Beth. Welcome back to Peace and Progress. So it is true that society tends to reward loud people who talk a lot. They do get more attention. They are heard more and their opinions are out there more. But it doesn't mean that quiet people can't make a difference too. Oftentimes, quiet people focus on what they lack. They think, well, I'm not loud, or I don't talk a lot in front of people, or I get nervous, or I'm too shy, I'm too quiet. I need to come out of my shell. I need to make myself heard. But I've been thinking about being a quiet person different lately. I have done a couple videos about being a quiet person, and they focused more on the rest of the world, whereas this video focuses more on the quiet people. And it's about recognizing our hidden strengths. So quiet people are usually really good at observing everything that's going on. I notice details that most other people don't. I can feel a change in the shift of the tone in the room. I can read body language and facial expressions. I can just hear when someone's voice just sounds different than it usually does. And I listen a lot more than I talk. So I'm taking in a lot of information and I'm storing it away in my brain. Sometimes I'm able to use that information later because I'm the only one who's really paying attention to everything like that. And being a good listener really strengthens your connections. It allows you to have a deeper connection to somebody. When someone really feels like you're listening to them, they tend to want to tell you more, to share more with you. And when you share with another person, that forms a deeper connection. Sometimes when I'm in a group of people, like a meeting at work or something, I'll often notice how the room feels and maybe someone is feeling left out. Maybe they want to speak up and they just can't get their voice heard. I'll often notice that and try to say, oh, so-and-so looks like they have something they want to share. Or I'll notice if someone else just seems off today. Like maybe they have something going on. And if I'm able to listen and have that calm presence, they might be able to talk to me about it afterwards. Like I'll say, hey, are you okay today? Or what's going on? And often I'm one of the only people who even notice. Because imagine if it's a room full of people who are all talking and trying to get the attention, you're not really noticing everything else that's going on around you. So it gives me the ability to really see people on kind of a different level. I think calm people, like quiet people tend to be, make people feel safer. A calm environment just makes it easier for everyone to have their opinions heard, for everyone to be able to speak without getting crazy about things. Not needing drama is a strength. Not having to go into a room and think, I have to have my voice heard. I have to be the center of attention. Everyone has to pay attention to me. It helps to create a different feeling. If a quiet person is leading a group, I think everyone probably feels a little bit like they can speak, they can be themselves, they can have their opinions heard, Maybe they feel like they won't be talked over or even judged as much. Quiet people can really create that calm tone. That's why quiet people actually make excellent leaders. Quiet people have that quiet confidence. It doesn't have to be loud. I think a lot of people misunderstand that being loud means that you know what you're talking about or that you're the only one who should be able to speak. Quiet people can have that quiet confidence to be able to stand up and say what they need to say in an even tone and with a calm presence. It's not flashy, it's not dramatic, it's not performative. It's more real, it's more honest. I think as I've gotten older, I've really realized that my calm manner just creates this idea, this feeling of confidence. My role at my job can be taken by any different type of personality. You can be a real loud, aggressive person. You can be a boisterous, funny person. I think that one actually would work pretty well. Or you can be a calm, kind of more reserved person. And I think I give off that feeling of quiet confidence. Like, I know what I'm doing. If pushed, I will take the action needed. But for the most part, if everyone else can kind of be chill and be respectful, then the day will go great. And I think a lot of it is just being comfortable with myself. Like, I know I don't have to be something that I'm not. If I try to be loud or I try to be different than I really am, it just doesn't come off as authentic. And I end up feeling kind of silly. And believe me, over the years, I've tried to be different things. I've tried to push myself and be the way that other people are. And it just never really quite works out. I end up just feeling out of sorts and not like my real self. Whereas if I am confident in my own abilities and confident in what I have to say and share with the world, I know I don't have to be loud to get that across and to contribute something to a group or, like I said, at my job. I know that this type of personality can work for that too. And I don't need constant validation. I don't need other people to tell me, yeah, you're doing great, or, constantly saying, oh, you have such great ideas, or, whatever it is. Like, I understand now that it's not about how much noise you make. You don't have to measure your own self-worth by what other people tell you. Silence and quiet actually holds a lot of wisdom. Knowing when to speak, but also knowing when you don't have to. When you don't have to explain yourself. When you don't have to be the loudest voice in the room. You can wait. Wait until that moment when you can share your opinion or share your idea. There's also a lot of patience involved in that too. I've felt like I've gained a lot of patience over the years. I just wait till it's my turn to talk, and then I have something to say, and often it's a really good idea. And I've even had people say to me, well, why didn't you say that sooner? And I'm thinking, well, I tried. Too many other people were already talking, but that's the way it goes. If you're patient and you wait your turn, and you finally get your chance to speak, maybe your idea will be the one that's used. So if you can identify with any of this, if you're a quiet person, maybe younger than I am, maybe you're still realizing how being quiet and calm is actually an important part of a group, of society in general. Not everyone can be loud. Not everyone needs to be loud. Your calm presence probably has more of an impact on people than you even realize. You're probably helping other people to feel calmer and to feel safer, and someone they can look to when situations get difficult. You're the calm presence. You're the one with the wisdom. You've been listening, you've been observing. When it's your time to talk, you'll probably have something really valuable to say. What's one quiet strength that maybe you appreciate about yourself? Let me know in the comments. I think that would be really interesting. We can get a little conversation going. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to subscribe and join the little community I'm trying to create here, that would be great. And as always, take care of yourself, and I hope to see you next time.